Growing up an athlete is already hard, and I want to become a physical therapist. My biggest motivation has to be my grandpa. He's sweet, he's kind, he's generous.
Meet Maya Bethel, an unstoppable force and a proud pioneer from North Miami Senior High School. As an undefeated state wrestling champion, her journey is a powerful testament to the fact that the greatest opponent often lives within. She shares her story of incredible discipline, navigating constant pain and deep-seated self-doubt, proving that courage and persistence are the only true paths to success.
Why wrestling?
I chose wrestling because it was just something to do to get me out of my house.
Who is Maya?
Maya is a strong Black woman.
So what keeps you motivated?
I have a lot of aspirations for myself and for my family, and I feel like that's one of my biggest motivating pushes.
Welcome to Jules Legacy Enterprise Productions, where story connects generation. Conversation with a Pioneer, a segment that highlights and celebrates the success of North Miami Senior High School pioneers by bridging the past and the present to inspire the future. Maya Bethel, undefeated state wrestling champion from Miami-Dade County, a pioneer. Maya, why wrestling?
I chose wrestling because it was just something to do to get me out of my house. At first, I started off playing volleyball at North Miami.
Right.
And my volleyball coach so happened to be my wrestling coach.
Right.
So he was like, hey, you should come to wrestling. It's something to do to stay active. And that's what I did. I went to wrestling and never came out of it.
Who is Maya?
Maya is a strong Black woman. She's confident, she's funny, and she's morally and ethically inclined.
Inclined?
Yes.
Who is your biggest motivation in life?
My biggest motivation has to be my grandpa.
Your grandpa?
Yes.
Why?
He's a strong man. He had a lot of hardships when he was younger, and he's taken on a lot of challenges, and that never stopped him from being the person he is. He's sweet, he's kind, he's generous, he's a gentleman, he takes care of us, and he's just my biggest motivator.
Do you have any siblings?
I have a lot of siblings.
How many do you have?
4 right now.
Are you the oldest?
Second oldest.
Who's the oldest?
My older sister, Jasmine.
Your oldest sister, Jasmine, then who
Yes.
follows you?
My sister, my little sister.
Are they also pioneers?
No, I don't even know what school. I just know she goes to HML. I forgot. No, she's a Trojan, yes.
Okay. Now that you graduated high school, what are your plans?
My plans are to go off to college, wrestle, make money, get my degree, and change the sport of wrestling.
All right, so what are you getting your degree in? What are your ambitions?
I want to get my degree in sports medicine, and I want to become a physical therapist. And the reason I want to do that is because I feel like when I was growing up an athlete is already hard. And then I already have some conditions like arthritis and tendonitis, and it just it hurts
Right.
to compete. So
Right.
I feel like I want to get into that so I can give back to the athletes that are going through what I'm going through.
So how do you manage those conditions and sports at the same time? That must be very painful.
It does hurt at times, but I have a very strict regimen that I have to stick to. I take supplements, I take care of my body like I do ice and heat, and it's routine. It's tedious, but it helps a lot.
What is your daily routine?
Okay, so in high school, I'm going to say in the summer I had 2 practices. I had one in the morning and I had one in the afternoon. And we had to do a lot of cardio. So I would go to practice, do all that running, all that banging on my knee, all that good stuff, and then I would get out of practice. I would ice it for 20 minutes,
Right.
take the ice off, and then I'll put a heating pad on it after another 20 minutes of the ice.
Right.
So ice, 20 minutes, and then heat. And then I would get ready to go to my second practice. I would have to brace it because if I don't, it'll swell up. And after that, I would have to get in an ice bath.
And you do that every day?
Every day.
So what do you do when you're not wrestling?
I just take my cold showers and take my supplements.
All right, so now you've been wrestling for 4 years, right? What would be an advice that you would give to someone who is a freshman and that wants to get in wrestling?
It's hard.
But what makes it hard?
Yourself. It's something that's more mental than physical. I feel like wrestling, yes, we do a lot. It's very rigorous when it comes to training, but the only thing that's going to get you through it is yourself. So if you go in weak-minded, you're going to come out of it quickly. You have to tell yourself, it's something you have to prepare yourself mentally and physically every day for.
But is it rewarding?
It's very rewarding. And the thing I learned about wrestling is if you don't get something out of it physically, you're going to get something out of it mentally. It's going to give you something, regardless of if you're looking for it or not. You're going to get it.
How do you get yourself ready before a wrestling match?
I listen to a couple of songs. But mostly I pray and I calm myself down. Like I have to have a calm heart and a calm mind before going into a match.
Do you have a favorite go-to move?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a single leg.
It's a single leg?
Any setup single leg, yes.
And that's your submission move, or that's just a move that you just love? That's your go-to move?
It's just my go-to move. I can get it from anywhere, anytime, any place, and I finish it a lot, so it's very high success. It's a high success move.
What was your quickest match?
15 seconds.
15 seconds?
Yes.
Did you ever realize, at what point did you realize that you were that good?
It took me a while to realize that I was actually good because I came into wrestling with confidence issues, so I didn't really think of myself as that girl until my junior year.
What do you mean confident issues?
I told myself I wasn't adequate enough and I wasn't enough to be held to the standard that I was held at. And I struggled with actually seeing the potential that I had.
So now I'm guessing wrestling helped you to be in a way much better place.
Yes.
Well, that's good. So when are you heading off to college?
Next week, Thursday, on the 22nd.
Why that specific college?
I like the environment. I love the coaches. I like that it was far.
Okay.
And I like the state that it was in because in order for you to succeed and get the base and the start that you need to in wrestling, you have to go to a wrestling state, and I was a wrestling state.
They are known for that?
Yes.
As far as the wrestling, you're going to continue wrestling there for the 4 years, and what happens after that?
Yeah, I do plan to wrestle there 4 years. Probably get some world titles.
Some world titles?
Yes, some world team titles and world individual titles. Like I said, I want my degree. I'm getting my degree out of it. And ultimately to change the sport of wrestling.
What do you mean change the sport of wrestling?
I feel like wrestling now, wrestling girls, it's very boring. If you were to get into wrestling, you would see that the culture is very boring. It's eat, sleep, grind, which is not a bad thing. But
Right.
I feel like we need to add some liveliness to it. Like I feel like when you think about wrestling, you shouldn't think about, oh my gosh, this is boring, this is grueling, this is tiring. I want people to actually realize that wrestling can be fun, and it is fun.
Right. Do you see yourself one day being in the Olympics?
Yes, absolutely.
You see yourself doing that?
Yes.
And how many years you think it'll take you to get there?
I'm gonna say 2 years. 2 years, 3 years.
2 years
Yeah.
for you to actually try out to make it there?
Yes.
So how was your whole high school experience?
My whole high school experience, I want to say pretty much on the smooth side.
Okay. Why is that?
Because coming into high school wasn't that smooth. My middle school years were on a rockier side.
Right, Carol City.
Yes.
Right.
But when I got into high school, it started off smooth, and then everything kind of went on the sweeter side when I joined wrestling because it kept me grounded.
Right.
Yes.
So what was the baddest thing or the wildest thing you think you did in high school?
I went to a party, and I ended up fighting like 5 girls there.
5 girls there?
Yes.
Okay. What did your mom say about that?
She don't know.
She
She don't know.
She's gonna find out today, right?
Gonna find out.
Hey, she's one of your biggest motivator.
She is.
You mentioned something about your father. You mind if we speak about that?
I mean, you can, but there's really not much to speak on.
Have you met him?
I have.
Okay, so how's that relationship?
There is no relationship.
Because I noticed that I saw your interview on ABC. I believe that your mom was there. She
was.
spoke with him.
Mm-hmm.
How has that impact your life in any way?
When I was younger, it hurt me a lot. But as I grew up, I learned that if people want to be in your life, they will be. And
Right.
if they don't, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to move on.
Okay, how's your mom as a parent?
My mom, she does the best that she can with what she has. She's a single mother. She has multiple children. And I feel like she did a pretty good job at raising all of us.
So what keeps you motivated?
A lot of things, actually. I have a lot of aspirations for myself and for my family. And I feel like that's one of my biggest motivating pushes.
Right.
Because I just want to do a lot for them. Because I feel like they've done a lot for me.
So what is the one thing? Because I know you're heading off to college, right? So what is one thing that you've heard about college that you dying to try once you get there? At least, let me get 3. At least 3 of them.
3, the parties, the practice, and the people.
The practice and the people. Are you the only one from North Miami that's heading there? That's going to college there?
Yes.
Okay. You have any friends that's already in that university?
I have one friend that I met wrestling in high school. Her name is Sophia Delgado, and we were actually we practiced together on multiple occasions because we wrestled on the same national team.
Right.
And we knew each other from school, so yeah, she's there. And then there's some people also from Florida, but not from South Florida, that
Okay.
are going up there. And one I've already spoken with because she's my dorm mate.
Oh, nice. So you already know your dorm mate.
Yes.
Are you excited about that whole transition?
Yes.
All right.
For the most part.
What is the step? What do you have to do? Someone that's on your level already, what do you have to do to get yourself to the Olympics? Because you say you want to do it in the next 2 years. Mm-hmm. So what's the steps? What do you have to do to allow yourself to do that?
First, you have to find a team that'll actually let you wrestle or get you to wrestle in the world team trials or the trials in general. And once you find that, you just have to train.
Right.
That's it.
Have you had any looks so far? Anyone that reached out to you about that?
Yes, my college. This is why I picked them.
Oh, that's why you picked that college?
Yes.
And they're very big into wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And had they have anybody in the Olympics that made it to wrestling before?
On the boys team, they have, I forgot his name, but he won the world team trials, I believe. So he won that this year, actually, I believe. Yes.
All right. Do you network with people?
Not really.
Why not?
I just haven't really got into it. I'm trying to get into it, though, because my coach, my former coach, high school coach, he says that I should start building my base, and a lot of money comes from it, and a lot of, opportunities can come.
Okay. So if you had a chance to do anything over, what would it be?
Probably my social media.
Why?
Because I feel like with the success that I've had, my coach is going to kill me for saying this. Keep this away from him. I feel like with the success...
Coach, this will not be kept away from you. This will be published.
Please. Okay. Yeah. With the success that I've had, I feel like a lot of people will want to watch what I do and hear from me way more than what I put out on the media. And if I could go back, I would actually take my social media serious and possibly, expand.
Of course. But you get a chance now to go to college and actually, start from scratch and do it.
Yes.
So what is your plans for that?
Yeah. What I was been supposed to do. I'm going to start my page, start my TikToks, my YouTubes, my Instagrams, and, build a fan base, and just be consistent.
So you don't have that now? You don't currently have a social media?
I do have social media, but it's just not what one may think it is. It's just a little page, for me to keep in touch with multiple people.
Okay. And you just have Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram and TikTok, that's about it.
You have any friends in high school?
I do. I have a lot of friends.
You have a lot of friends. You're very popular?
Not very. I'm known, but I don't feel like I'm popular.
You don't feel like you're popular in the school? Why?
Because I didn't talk to a lot of people in high school. I kept a very small circle, and that consisted of my wrestling team. I knew people outside of wrestling, but it wasn't really like a friends basis. It was more of like a hi and bye, how are you type of thing.
Right. I have a personal question for you. Do you think race plays a factor into the school you're going into?
Absolutely.
What do you think about that?
I know I'm going to have some hardships, but at the end of the day, it's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is be me, and whoever I gravitate to or whoever gravitates towards me, so be it.
Do you ever feel adversity? You ever feel that tension when you go to compete in different places?
Absolutely.
How does that feel?
I like it. I like the push that I get from it.
Right.
Yes, I like to be underestimated, and I like people to look at me in sort of like a underdog type situation, like, oh, she don't know that much, she's not that flashy, she's not this, she's not that. Because the lower the expectation, the better it feels to overcome it.
Then I'm going to ask you, what about being a woman in sport? Do you feel any type of tension there when you actually go and compete other places that you guys don't get the same recognition as other male athletes?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh. It is bad. I feel like the girls could get so much more attention than what we have. When you go to some tournaments, when girls are wrestling, 9 times out of 10, they'll stick us in a basement or in a cafeteria, and then they'll let
Really?
Yeah. And then they'll let the boys get the big fields, or it's just not, you can tell it's not as much effort when it comes to girls as opposed to the boys. And it's really bad. You just have to see it to believe it, because I feel like the girls get pushed into the scrubbiest place they could find sometimes.
You really feel that way?
Yes.
So what is some of the things that you think they could do to make that better?
I feel like, I know that there's a lot of people that wrestle because it's weight classes that play into it. But I feel like they don't have to, you can start by making everything in one place.
Correct.
They don't have to stick us in some type of basement or cafeteria just because there's not a lot of us, or because there's not that much space. I feel like they can make it work. And when it comes down to not the celebrations, but the finals matches, the first and second place matches, let's have the same amount of hype that we do from the boys, from the girls. So maybe the girls could feel included. Like, they do a really good job at the bigger tournaments, like at national, like Super 32, Fargo. They do a really good job at that. But
Right.
when you have qualifying tournaments or just like regular tournaments in general,
Right.
they don't give as much light to the girls as they do to the boys.
Why do you think is that?
Because girls just started and nobody wants to see girls wrestle.
How was your experience at Fargo?
My first year, it was better than my second year. I'm going to say that because I got a lot of support simply because I made it to the finals.
Right.
Yes.
And how many times have you been there?
Twice. I only went twice.
You went twice and you won once.
Yes.
Okay. So the whole dynamic, I'm pretty sure, is way different than when you talk about state and also local.
It's going to Fargo is not that different. It's simply because it's a bigger tournament, but it's the same thing. Yeah, it's just the same thing.
Just on the internet, just on a national level.
Yes, because you have different people ranked, by the way, from around the world, around the nation. So yeah.
Maya, how was your upbringing?
My upbringing was I like to describe it as fun. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. My mom makes sure we got all the experiences that we could, and I just think it was fun.
What part of Miami-Dade County you was born in or you raised?
I was raised in Carroll City.
Carroll City?
Yes.
How is that different than North Miami?
Well, at the time, Carroll City was a lot more violent, than it is now. And it was just a lot of fighting, a lot of police activity, a lot of, lockdowns in school, like Code Red and stuff.
Right.
But it was fun.
What has been your favorite childhood memory?
Me and my sisters went to the beach. And we went to the beach. It was all of us. And at the time, my smallest sister, her name is Lonnie, she was just born. So she was a baby.
Right.
And me, Jasmine, Olivia, we all went into the water. And my stepdad was like, don't go too far. The waves, there's a current. And me and Jasmine,
right,
just thinking we know everything. We
right.
like, oh, we not going too far. And then this big fat wave just comes and smacks us. And it's like one of those movie things, like when they get washed up on shore,
right,
with the wave.
Right.
So me and Jasmine, we just got washed up on the shore, and we were just looking at each other. And then I felt like this ball of salt water in my throat, and I just started like, oh my gosh, what's it called?
So do you know how to swim? I know
how to swim now.
Okay.
But at the time I didn't.
Wow.
So I just felt this ball of salt water in my throat, and I just kept coughing and coughing and coughing. I just wanted to go home after that. I was like, nah, it's okay, I'm done.
How was your coaching style?
I had two coaches, Coach JP and Coach Severe, and I've taken in both of what they were teaching me, and I made it my own. So basically, Coach Severe is more of a position defensive type of coach. Like, he's going to tell you to stay in position, stay on the defense,
right.
And when the opportunity comes, then you take it.
You take it, but you stay grounded at that time.
Yes.
I got you.
Coach JP was not like that. Coach JP was like, we're going to take them up, and we're going to put them in position, and we're going to attack. So, yeah. So
out of those two, which one you like better?
Both.
You like both?
Yes. So I would like to say I'm the mix of both of them. Like, if they both had produced a wrestler, it would be me.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes, because how it is on the team, it's either you have Coach JP style or you have Coach Severe style.
So you were able to combine those two,
yes,
and make it your own style.
Yes.
That makes sense. Have you ever looked at an opponent and know, okay, I could take this opponent with this, using this style?
Yes. You can tell because, like, at a tournament, you see them wrestling before you get to wrestle them. So you know how we have brackets?
Right.
You can look at the other side of the bracket, and then you can watch them wrestle.
Right.
And you can look at your side of the bracket, and you can watch them wrestle. So you can kind of pick out who you like, who you're wrestling when you're wrestling them.
Right.
And then you can, pretty much, if you know yourself, you can see and you can know what moves you need to do or how they wrestle to, how to react and stuff.
For someone who's just learning about wrestling, what is the foundation and the basics of wrestling?
The foundation, you just really need to know how to stop a shot and how to take a shot.
Okay.
Yes, that's all.
What is that and how is that?
Well, I say you need to know how to stop a shot because when you're getting into wrestling, you're already, 2 steps behind because there's people that's been doing this. So one of the main offensive moves in wrestling is a shot. It doesn't matter which shot. It's just a shot.
Right.
So as long as you know how to stop that shot, whether it be a ISO, a sprawl, a wizard, whatever it is, you'll kind of excel quicker. And I say you need to know how to take a shot because it can't just always be defense.
Right.
You need to know how to score on somebody, and you need to know how to get some points. so you can climb your way up on that point scale.
Do they have a pointing system?
Yes.
How does that work?
You get, well, in high school, it's 3 points for a takedown.
Okay.
It's 4 points for some back points. Like, you get swipes. So 3 swipes is 2, 4 swipes is 3, and I think 5 swipes is 4 now because
Right.
they changed it. That's not how it was. They changed my last year. And you get stalling calls. So 3 stalling calls is 1 point. You get push-out points.
Right.
So, sorry, you don't get push-out points. That's for a whole different style. For folk style, for high school season, you get stalling calls, and you get escape points.
That's how the high school point system works.
Yes.
All right. Hypothetically speaking, you make it to the Olympics. What are you going to give back to your community?
Good question. I haven't really thought about that too much. I just know that how my coach is, we always come back. So we have how North Miami is. I don't know how everybody is. How North Miami is.
How the culture
is. Yes, how the wrestling team is. When one of us does something on that scale, 9 times out of 10, the first thing we do is go back home and give some knowledge or give some anything, whether it be knowledge, whether it be moves, something. We always come back home and give it back to the team that Coach Severe has now.
Right.
So when I was on the team, I would always see, like, we would be in practice. Like, normally it would be on the breaks because, again, they are in college.
Right.
So, like, winter break, we would have, like, a whole bunch of alumni, whether it be girls or boys. And they'll always come back to us, and they'll be like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what I did. That was wrong. This is what I did. That was right. And they would give us knowledge that we could use going on, you know, back into the high school year, or if we were graduating, going into college. And even with wrestling, like, they would share some, like, moves that they thought would be beneficial to us that they think we would actually grasp onto. And yeah, as far as for the actual community, like for the city and stuff, I know North Miami has, like, a lot of opportunities and a lot of gray areas that they need help with. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure by the time I get back, there's always going to be something to fix, whether it be the libraries, the schools, the gardening, something.
Right. So what has been your biggest accomplishment thus far? If you had to pick all of them, because I know you got 2 proclamations from the city of North Miami, and what has been your biggest accomplishment that resonated with you?
Sports-wise, being the first 4-time state champ in South Florida.
In general, what has been your biggest accomplishment?
Graduating.
Graduating?
Yes.
All right, that's dope. Who's your favorite artist?
Music?
Music, yes.
Paramore.
Why?
I just like the way she sings, and I like the songs that she makes. I feel like they resonate with me.
You're not a fan of Chris Brown?
He's cool.
He's not from your generations?
He is,
but
is? Like, I'm not really into, like, R&B. I like Paramore. I like pop music.
You like pop music?
Yes.
Maya, right before we leave, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to speak directly to the camera and to address anyone who has the goal and the dream that you had that's just starting in wrestling. If you had a chance to mentor them, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to believe in yourself, believe in your coaches, fix your mindset, eat right, and work hard.
So this is it for our interview. Once again, Maya, thank you so much for stopping by today, and hopefully this is not the last time. Until next time.